Televote winners are better than jury winners.
I think I agree.
Who's on the line?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, I am joined by the lovely Essyla from Belgium. How are you?
Fine, fine, very fine. It's sunny now. There's
It
some sun
is.
in Belgium, so
It is here too.
yeah.
You just got back from performing at multiple pre-parties, and you got to finally meet all the other contestants. How
Yeah.
was that experience so far?
Oh, I just didn't meet Antigone.
Hmm.
I think it's the one that I didn't yeah, yeah, just Antigone. But
Hmm.
yeah, all the contestants are very funny and very kind. So it's like it's already like a small family,
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
very great to be all in together.
Hmm. What's been the most surreal moment on your whole Eurovision journey so far?
I think dance rehearsal was very, very surreal because I'm not a dancer, so that's very surreal for me.
Mhm.
But I think to meet the first pre-show in Amsterdam to meet all the Euro fans and the contestants was very, yeah, it's like you're entering in Eurovision because just
Mhm.
before you're just at home doing rehearsal, doing some administrative things. So pre-parties is really the beginning of Eurovision. So it was, yeah, it felt surreal.
Mhm. Well, you're entering Eurovision with your song Dancing on the Ice.
Keep dancing on the ice.
And a lot of fans have been trying to interpret the song. Now, I want to know what meaning does the song carry to you?
Okay, so Dancing on the Ice is very like 100% me. It's this kind of duality, and my earlier releases was more like disco pop and
Mhm.
quite upbeat, and I wanted something more deeper with a more intense atmosphere with dark sounds, distorted sounds, and I wanted a message, to have a big message, like big difficulties in life, but with simple pictures, like an ice cream on your blue jeans. But yeah, I work very hard to be here tonight, and I never thought that I one day be the one who go to Eurovision. So I think the real message is never give up when even when there are difficulties in life, you can go through it and just dance on an unstable ground. But you can go through it through the difficulties.
That's a really strong message. I love that.
Thank you.
Now, you just mentioned that your previous music was more in the direction of disco pop.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself continuing with Dancing on the Ice's music style for your future releases?
Yeah, my next EP is gonna be more like dark pop, very dark pop. There's quite a transition between the EP one and EP two, and the perfect transition is Dancing on the Ice. Dancing on
Mhm.
the Ice is quite pop upbeat, um, with some kind of dark pop sounds, but not real dark pop. So the yeah, second EP will be like more dark pop.
Was Dancing on the Ice the first song you wrote for that EP?
Yes, I think so. Yes, yes, it is.
Now, I know you can't say much about the staging, but I want to know if somebody were to watch your performance on mute, so without any sound, without any prior knowledge to what your song is about, what would they think the song is about?
I think you can totally see the duality, bright light, dark light, like in the music video,
Hmm.
and you can see the through the performance, you can see the dark difficulties and just go through something better.
Hmm.
I think that yeah, that's the real point on the performance. That's the duality
Hmm.
that you will see.
So is the performance going to be similar to the music video?
Not really, but there's some kind of, yes, same things.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see that.
Thank you.
While we're talking about staging, if you had unlimited budget and like no rule limitations or whatever, what would your dream staging for it be? Like, I don't know, an ice rink. I've heard people talk about that.
Wow. I think the most unbelievable thing that I see just last year is like, the staging of Lady Gaga. The
Hmm.
big thing, the
Yeah.
big thing, dancers, um, yeah, like theatrical things,
Hmm.
that's probably the things that I will go. Yeah, very theatral, big
Hmm.
things, a lot of movements. I think, yeah, it's probably the things that I will do if I have one day a lot of budget.
Hmm. Is the actual performance kind of inspired by Lady Gaga and others?
In a certain way, maybe there's not very influenced by Lady Gaga, but there's something similar with the dancer. They have movements like very, um, yeah. Sometimes you can think that there's a crazy mindset in the
Hmm.
choreography, and I think that's the something that you can find with Lady Gaga. That kind of craziness everywhere in all the things that she does. So yeah, maybe the craziness things with the movement of the dancer.
Nice. So this isn't your first time being part of Eurovision. You've already
Yes.
been in Eurovision Choir in 2019, I believe, or 2020.
Yeah. 2019.
All right. And you've also been part of the Belgian jury in 2024.
Yes.
Now, did you take anything away from those experiences that you're applying now being on stage yourself?
I think that all experiences, like even the voice, is a great thing to just learn something. Yeah, the camera movements, the big staging thing in Eurovision 2019. Yeah, you always can take part of all the events that you did in life. But yeah, Eurovision in a lead, as a leader, as a just one person, an artist, yeah, so that's completely different. So you can take some things in all the experience, but but it's always something different.
Hmm. Now, you are representing a small part of the Belgian music scene, and I want to know if there are any small or big Belgian artists that you recommend to people or that you would like to see in Eurovision in the future.
I have a good friend named Dewey. There's a kind of pop music, very cool. Yeah, we have a lot of good artists like Sue. Yeah, you have Oscar and the Wolf, very basic, but yeah, there's big name in Belgium that's very cool to hear or to listen. Yeah, I have some friends like Dewey, like oh yeah, I have a lot of names, but on the moment I can just
Mhm.
find it. I will think Dewey is one of my biggest friend. He's the producer of my second EP, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's probably the name that I want to share with you today.
Right, nice. I will check him out later.
Thank you.
You've been sharing your entire journey kind of online. You're present in a lot of online forums, like you're on the official Eurovision Discord, you're a lot around TikTok. So I assume you probably read and see a lot of things, whether that's good things or hate. And how do you personally deal with hate?
That's a huge question. I know that I in some way experienced the hate comments. I knew that from the start, but yeah, sometimes it's very hard and very trash comments. So we just post a video with Sarah from Germany and
Mhm.
Leleka from Ukraine, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of hate comments, but really insane, like our, yeah, on our body and all the
Hmm.
things. And I think that's very hard for us to see that, but in a certain way, we have to deal with it and just you can't be loved by everybody. That's a
Hmm.
basic thing. But yeah, sometimes it's very, very trash on the yeah, commented section. But I just wanted to remind people in a certain way that being kind is just a free thing. You can be kind with other people. You can you don't need to be always so trash or share that hate on comments. You don't have to give your opinion, but in a trash way.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's social media, so we can't do anything. Just read or don't read and take it personally or don't take it personally. That's I'm okay with it now, but at the beginning it was something that was very hard for me to see that hate comments were always on my mind sometimes, and now it's okay because I think we all have that hate comments, so that's part of the job. But yeah, at the beginning of the Eurovision things, it was something quite un yeah, difficult.
Hmm.
But now I know that not everybody is gonna like what I do or who are just who I am. So I can do anything with that.
Hmm. Yeah, hate comments are unfortunately inevitable
Yeah.
nowadays. But at the end of the day, if you get hate comments, it kind of means you made it.
If you're not getting hate comments, you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, I've got a quick little game called
Okay.
Dancing on Thin Ice.
Okay.
So I'll give you a few Eurovision opinions, and if you don't agree with them, you can say they're dancing on thin ice.
Okay. Dancing on thin ice. Okay.
Right. Televote winners are better than jury winners.
Uh, televote winners, jury winners. Um, if I agree, I just need to tell that I agree, or
Yeah.
okay. I think I agree.
Oh, all right. Do you have any recent favorite televote winners?
Um, hey, of- I don't know if I agree. I don't know. It's a hard question, but jury based on a performance, but televotes, yeah, it's the public. So public is very emotional and just see the performance and just act with the feelings and the emotional, and jury just with the performance of the artist. I don't know. Um, maybe yeah, televote.
All right.
Televote. Okay, okay,
All
televote
right. All
because
right.
it's an emotional thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It is more important to go viral than to win Eurovision.
No, dancing on a thin ice.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask why?
Because viral is so it's just a small period.
Hmm.
Viral. You can be viral in 1 week for just 1 month, but that's not that's not a reflection of who you are and what's your project. So I
Hmm.
think viral is just something that disappears in a certain way. So
Staging makes or breaks a song.
it depends. If it's a good staging that reflects the song, it's okay. If not, I will say that if you do your staging and think about your song and just pull all of this together, I think staging is very interesting because you can put a pictures, yeah, you can put pictures on just a song. So I will say just, yeah, the staging is very important, I think.
Okay. This is the last question for today. What do you hope people take away from you as an artist after Eurovision?
Even if you're the biggest star in the world, I think kindness is something very important. Never give up your dreams, even if it's very in difficult ways. Yeah, I think the never give up thing is really something important in life. And if someone told me that I would be representing Belgium at Eurovision, I probably never believed it. So would have, yeah. So I think it's important to work and believe in your destiny, in universe, something like
Mhm.
that. So yeah, the never give up thing.
Well, thank you so much for joining me for
Thank
this
you.
today. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope you have a
You
great
too.
Eurovision journey.
Thank you. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.